Salutations everybody, and welcome to the channel of Flash with my playthrough, a brand new playthrough, no, a dual playthrough of Kirby's Adventure and Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland. And this is the very first time here on the channel of Flash where I'm going to be playing two games at the same time. I mean, not literally, I don't have like two hands playing two separate games simultaneously or anything like that. But no, this will be a side-by-side playthrough of two very, very, very identical games, but just slightly different enough for them to merit their own playthrough. So, that's exactly why I'm doing two of these games. So, as you may or may not already know, Kirby's Adventure is the sequel to Kirby's Dreamland for the Game Boy Advance, but Kirby's Adventure is on the NES. Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland, that's going to be on the Game Boy Advance. And Kirby's Adventure, released in 1993, you all know that, but of course, this game introduced a very, very vital aspect of Kirby's character. He can suck in enemies. No, that's not the vital part, but the vital part is he can now copy abilities the enemies have, which is pretty much Kirby's defining trait. And I sure do love that trait, oh boy. But anyways, let's get started, shall we? First, you draw a circle, then you dot the eyes, add a great big smile, and presto, it's Kirby-o! So, how am I going to be doing this? So pretty much what I have planned, I'm going to be playing, each episode is going to be its own world. There are 7 worlds, technically 8 worlds, but the 8th world is just the final boss. But for all intents and purposes, I'm just going to play one world per episode, but the way I'm going to do it is, I'm going to play the first level of the episode in Kirby's Adventure, and then I'm going to do the first episode of Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland, and I'm going to splice it in right after. So, essentially what I'm going to do is, since every world has like 4, 5, or 6 levels inside that world, so for each level, I'm going to do one level in Kirby's Adventure, and since Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland is, you know, a remake of Kirby's Adventure, it's going to have like essentially the same exact levels, so I'm just going to do a playthrough of Kirby's Adventure. I'm going to do what am I trying to say? Oh my gosh, the channel of Flash, it's tongue-tied. Well, pretty much. I'm gonna do the first level in Kirby's Adventure, then immediately I'm gonna do the first level in Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland. So pretty much you can kind of, I don't want to say a side-by-side comparison, since I'm not gonna be like doing a dual screen or anything, but they're gonna be close enough to each other where there's essentially, you can kind of see the comparison for comparison's sake. It'll all make sense once you actually start getting into the video. I think I'm kind of over-explaining it a bit. Or maybe I'm not explaining it enough. Who knows, who knows? This is Kirby's Adventure on the NES. Or, as I'm playing it, oh wait, hold on, gotta read a story. Kirby's Adventure! One day, the peaceful life of Dreamland was shattered by a mysterious crisis. The inhabitants didn't dream. On the edge of reality. Just kidding. On the edge of Dreamland, dreams and hopes once gushed forth from the dream spring, fueled by the star rod. Investigating the dream spring, Kirby found naughty King DDD swimming in its magical waters. DDD had broken the star rod and given the pieces to his friends who are now hiding in Dreamland. To bring back the lost dreams, Kirby sought the Star Rod. What a hero. And that is the story of Kirby's Adventure on the NES, also on the Wii Virtual Console, and the Wii U Virtual Console, and the 3DS, and the NES Classic, and, as I'm playing it on, Nintendo Switch Online. See, Nintendo, I'm not doing any emulations. I'm playing this legitimately. Anyways, let's get started. Ooh, and yeah, I've kind of been practicing a bit, you know, just getting the lay of the land and whatnot. So, we're gonna go on file 3. Okay, level 1 Vegetable Valley. Here we go. Okay, Sakurai's baby, let's see what you have in store for us. So, what's the gameplay like? I'm pretty sure you already saw the gameplay in that little introduction thing they had going on with where they showed off all the copy abilities and stuff. But anyways, here's a Waddle-Doo, our first enemy. So what you can do, what Kirby does, you swallow, you press down, and then you absorb his power, and this is the beam! And yes, I'm going to be showing off every single ability in this game. So, Kirby fires a beam like they used by what? Kirby fires a beam like that used by some enemies. This is an easy weapon to use. Thanks, game! Every weapon's an easy weapon to use. This is a pretty easy game, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, this is our beam ability. Kirby can also jump, he can also fly, or float, float, I don't know. Same difference. He can also do a slide if you hold down and press A. He can do that. And what else can he do? Oh yeah, he can exhale. Oh, by the way, yeah, whenever you get hit, you lose your ability. But I did that on purpose so I can show off Spark! Kirby can create fireworks like sparks from his body. This is a great defense. I say so. This is a really good attack. I love Spark. This is such a good attack. So, as far as differences... Oh, fuck. Wait, no, actually, this is good, because I can show this off. Oh yeah, if you press select, you can let go of your ability. But yeah, if you go far enough away and come back, the enemies respawn! This game has respawning enemies. This is fire. Kirby can breathe fire. Enemies beware, or you're gonna get burned. Okay, so what I plan to do, I'm gonna try to show off as many differences as I can between this game and Nightmare in Dreamland. And of course, a lot of the differences are gonna be aesthetic changes. Aesthetic changes. So like, the background may be different and all that. I'm gonna try to verbally say how they're different. No, I shouldn't say that. I probably won't. As far as like aesthetic changes goes, like with backgrounds and like enemy designs, if they're like significant, I'll probably point it out. But for the most part, I'm just gonna assume you have eyes and you can actually see the actual background differences and stuff. Because some of the backgrounds are like completely different from this game. But we'll get more into that later. For now, we're gonna go in the door and burn a Waddle Dee. Yeah, Waddle Dee to death. I always get them confused. Waddle Dee, Waddle Doo. Waddle Dee, Waddle Doo, do 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 do. I don't know. I can't do the hamster jet. Oh, here's a difference right here. So you see this little animation Kirby does when he's climbing uphill? Yeah, don't get used to that because they do not bring that back in Nightmare in Dreamland at all. I don't know why. It's weird that the NES, technically inferior version has more animations than, you know, the 32-bit newer Nightmare in Dreamland. And I could have sworn Kirby has like a running down, yeah, right there. That's another animation that's not used. If you go downhill, you see how he starts sliding down there? Yeah, that's not gonna be in Nightmare in Dreamland either. So that's 2 animations that aren't in the remake. But I'm just gonna rip the band-aid off right now. I'm just gonna say it. Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland is a so much better game than Adventure. I mean, obviously, this is an old-ass NES game, 1993, as opposed to Nightmare in Dreamland, which is, you know, 2002. And fun fact, also my very first Game Boy Advance game that I ever bought. I mean, I didn't buy it, my dad bought it. But, you know, the very first Game Boy Advance game that I ever owned. This is a Maximum Tomato. It raises your health all the way up to full. So, yeah. I forgot what I was saying before. I got the Maximum Tomato. Oh, okay, here we go. So, this is a exit. This is gonna be the exit for the stage. but whenever we beat this, it's gonna send us off into a bonus game. So what you have to do, right off the bat, hold A, then let go and like push it again. Shit, I almost got to number 1. But yeah, you have to like hold A, wait till it gets all the way to the bottom, then like at the apex of the bottom. Wait, what? Apex? You know what I mean. Whatever the opposite of an apex is. You know, apex is top, whatever the bottom. A valley? A peak valley? I don't know. Yeah, whenever it gets to the very bottom, you let go of A, then like push A again. And that's how you get to the very top. At least that's how I do it, actually. I don't know if that's the intended way, but you know, that's the Channel of Flash's way of doing things. Anyways, this right here, this is a mini game. But before we do that, I just want to show off there's nothing up there. Yeah, let's go inside. Crane Fever! Use the buttons to move the crane and try to get a Kirby a big one. It's hard to get, but worth it. That sounded so weird the way I said that. At least, like, grammatically. So yeah, this is a crane. You just want to hold A. Wait till it gets to the big fat Kirby, then let go of A. Oh, I think I let go too early. But yeah, you're supposed to let go right at the right time to try to get the big Kirby. And ah, damn it. Just like in real life, the crane is rigged. Okay, at least we have 2 chances to get this. It might be a good idea going for the small Kirby. I mean, if you want to be a total wuss and not try to get the maximum prize. Which actually might be a good idea in this case, because I am getting... Yeah, I didn't have the best luck in that game. And it got closed off. Fantastic. In this playthrough, I'm gonna be showing off the minigames once. Just for the sake of showing it off, but I'm not gonna like do it over and over again, because that's... The minigames, they're okay, I guess, but you know, you only need to see it once, and that's enough. Anyways, level 2. Hello! Greetings! Salutations, everybody! And welcome to the Channel of Flash! Welcome back to the Channel of Flash! With, you know, my playthrough of Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. This is weird. I already made an intro. Why am I making another intro? Oh, I should read the story. Peace of World of Dreamland. In Dreamland, dreams always flowed from the wonderful Fountain of Dreams. The Fountain of Dreams collected the hopes and dreams of all living things. It was also responsible for the sweet dreams and rest that come from deep sleep. But one day, everyone in Dreamland lost the ability to dream. Oh no. King DDD was bathing in the Fountain of Dreams. He had even taken the Star Rod, the source of the fountain's power, and broken it into pieces that he gave to his underlings. Underlings? Not friends? Underlings? Now Kirby must embark on an adventure to restore peaceful nap times to all the residents of Dreamland. Yes! How noble! So, this is a playthrough of Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. And we're just gonna forget about that. Gonna go on to File 2. But yes, as I said earlier, this is a dual playthrough, so this will be the Nightmare in Dreamland section. Well, actually, I guess each level I play will be its own section, so to speak. I don't know, it'll make sense later. So we're just gonna start off with File 2. Gonna go to Start Game. Oh, in terms of like differences, sub-game, sound test, erase a file. Yeah, this is what the HUD looks like in Nightmare in Dreamland. Not HUD, the menu looks like in Nightmare in Dreamland. So here's this just for comparison's sake. Start game, 1 player, multiplayers. So yeah, I don't think the Kirby's Adventure has any multiplayer. So here's another difference you can put on the bullet point checklist of differences, I guess. Whatever, let's go. Level 1, Vegetable Valley! Let's see how Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland compares to Kirby's Adventure, shall we? Let's go! as you can see, here's what I was talking about with the whole new backgrounds and everything, and all the aesthetic changes. So, yeah, you guys have eyes. You can note all the aesthetic differences for yourself. I don't need to verbally say them. But yeah, here we go with Beam, our first ability. So yeah, just like Adventure, you have the slide, you have the inhale, you have the exhale, and all that jazz. But also, the ability descriptions. This beams like a whip. Whoa, psh, beam it. Yeah. So all the descriptions for the abilities in this game are a lot more quirky, as opposed to Kirby's Adventure, where it was a lot more informative and more matter-of-fact-ish. Oh, here's another difference. Every time you slide on an enemy, you have recoil. You don't do that in Kirby's Adventure. And also, one other minor difference. You probably won't know this just from looking at it, but in Kirby's Adventure, in order to fly, you have to jump and like press up. Like literally press up on the D-pad. That's the only way you could fly. But in Kirby's Nightmare and Dreamland, you can just press the jump button and just press it again to fly. Again, it's very minor. It's a very minor difference. But you know, for the sake of this playthrough, I'm gonna be showing off all the differences. And I really need to get that spark because I need to show off all the abilities too. So, come back, little Sparky boy. Spark. Bzz, bird. Bzz, zit. I couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, I like how Spark looks in this game. Everything looks so much cooler in this game. Oh, no, I need you, Mr. Fireball. My muscle memory is making me speedrun this game because I've been playing this game since I was like 7, so I can just kind of speedrun through this. But no, for the sake of this playthrough, I gotta, you know, be more descriptive, and I have to be more, look at the roses, stop and smell the roses and all, whatever. Description time. Fire! Hot! So hot! Too hot to touch! Yes, very hot. Very, very hot. Like that Waddle Dee is very hot after I incinerated him. Ah, god damn it. Okay. It's a lot easier to recover. Ooh, I almost fell in the hole. It's a lot easier to recover your lost star in this game than it is in Kirby's Adventure. Just because of how bad and slow the frame rate is in that game. Like, Kirby's Adventure is a really good game, but man, the slowdown in the frame rate, it really makes it hard to play. Or it makes it harder to play if you're like off the heels of this game, going back and playing that game. Oh crap. Yeah, the minigame's exactly the same in this game. You just have to hold down A and then let go of A to get to the highest spot. But I forgot to do that. Okay, here's another major difference in this game. Bomb Rally. This game is not in the NES game. This is a brand new game. This game's really easy. All you have to do is just time out. You just have to time out whenever you hit the ball. Or the bomb in this case. So you have to press A right when it gets close to you. Oh! I swear I didn't do that on purpose. I'm not trying to do like any kind of comedic timing or anything. I just fucked up that time. Fuck me. No bonus. Yeah, and you get locked out. Whatever. The only thing you get from the minigames are extra lives, but you know. I'm a master Kirby player and I don't need lives. Anyways, level 2. This right here is King DDD Side B. You know, if you're a Smash player. But no, yeah, that's called a Gordo. They're invincible. Nothing you can do can kill them, so you just want to adoy. I was trying to say avoid and dodge at the same time. It just came out adoy. You just want to dodge them at all costs. That's a shot, though. This cannon, this is called a shot, though. I guess it calls all the shots, yo. That right there is Sir Kibble. He has a cutter ability. And the cutter ability this does... Kirby can throw a series of cutters that return like boomerangs. Yes! So yeah. This is a good idea. This is a good attack, I like it. That's a warp star. It just takes us to a different part of the stage. It's an automatic scene transition, so you don't actually control it. But yes, the cutter. Be very glad it's not the same cutter from Kirby 64, because the cutter in that game is trash. Just like this guy is trash right here. I love this guy's name. He's called Poppy Bros Jr. What a name. What a name, man. Oh, yeah, you can kill him and suck him too. And he gives us a crash ability. It's only a one-time use, so I'm gonna show it off right here. It's a screen nuke! You just blast everything, nuke everything on screen. But the little Poppy Bros Jr. gives you nothing. Okay, now for the underwater part. So, when you're underwater, you can swim around and all that, but also you have this attack where you just blow water out your mouth. Unless you have a sword ability, or a hammer. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, there are other abilities that you can use underwater, but for the most part, I'm gonna show this off. See, look how I have beam. If I go into water, I can't use the beam anymore. It automatically switches over to my water spout ability. Ugh, go away. Ooh, this is one thing I don't like about the NES. The frame rate it gets really, really bad at times. Like, really bad, like almost unplayable kind of bad. Like, look how slow this is. As you can probably tell, Nightmare in Dreamland is a lot more smoother. At least as you can already tell, I think. If everything goes according to my plan, I'm gonna splice in Nightmare in Dreamland right before this. Because I'm playing recording all of Kirby's Adventure footage in one sitting. And then after I'm done, after I beat this world, I'm gonna move over to Nightmare in Dreamland. So, in the video, Nightmare in Dreamland is gonna appear like right after the first level of Kirby's Adventure. But in terms of like what I'm actually doing, Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland is gonna come on right after I beat. Right after I beat Kirby's Adventure. Whatever, fuck. I'm done trying to explain my process. Fuck my process. The final result is all that matters. This guy's called a sword. I mean, no, that guy's called... I forgot his name. I forgot his official name. I'll probably put it up on screen. But yeah, he gives you the sword ability. Use the sword to defeat enemies. If you attack in mid-air, Kirby will spin and slash. Yeah, this attack rules. I love the sword. I would put it in my top 5 abilities. I always get so close to getting one, but I can never just get one. I'm always barely off. So yeah, if I haven't mentioned it already, this game was actually developed by the man behind Super Smash Bros., Masahiro Sakurai. Okay, Mr. Gordo. Just fly off into oblivion. You know, your planet needs you and all that stuff. Yeah, look how beautiful look how beautiful everything looks. Hey, Sir Kibble. All right, Cutter. Cutter is so much better in this game because of how much faster it is. Oh, right, description. The Cutter Boomerang is coming right back at ya. So clever game. So clever. I guess this game was kind of a major advertisement for the show, since they both aired at around the same time, so a lot of the official artwork from this game is actually from the anime. And I'm pretty sure, I think Sakurai actually said the anime is actually canon to the Kirby lore. I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, I assume it must be true. I don't think there's anything from the anime that directly contradicts anything from the game. Okay, here's Crash. And of course, Crash has a whole brand new animation. In the NES, Kirby just kind of went all over the screen, ricocheting everywhere, but this game, he just makes a big ol' explosion. And of course, the same old water spout. So yeah, everything so far is pretty much identical. Oh yeah, you can't go into water if you're all fat like this. But yeah, So far, everything is pretty identical to the NES game so far. But trust me, there's gonna be some big differences coming up later in the levels. But as far as World 1 goes, everything's pretty much the same. So, is everybody having... Oh, wait. I was gonna ask if everyone was having a good day today, but here we got a new enemy. I mean, it's the same enemy from the NES game. I mean, no. Let me rephrase that. Dial it back and let me rephrase that. This guy gives you the same ability, the sword ability, as the NES game, but this particular enemy is different from the NES game. Because the NES game had the big, bulky guy. This guy's like the small, purple, scrawny guy. But don't get me wrong, the big, bulky guy is in this game, but there are actually 2 enemies that give you sword in this game, but, you know, NES, there's only 1 enemy that gives you the sword. So yeah. Man, I always get to 2. It's a lot harder to get to 1 than you think. Oh yeah, of course. Another major difference that I probably should have pointed out a long time ago, but as you can see, oh, what? Adobe Creative Cloud, download your free... Is that gonna show up in the recording? Oh, that better not show up in the recording. Whatever. Yeah, big major difference is, this game was actually developed by the man behind Super Smash Bros., Masahiro Sakurai. And he actually does have a video on his channel explaining like the background and origin of this game. And like the development history and all that jazz. So if you ever want to check that out, check out Sakurai's official YouTube channel. He can explain that. Oh yeah, if you have a sword and you do your slide, you slide with this sword. Look at this little Stonehenge guy. Yeah, get out of here, loser. Yeah. Ooh, look. This attack. This is called Fireball. Kirby can turn into a flying fireball. Jump and attack in a flash of fire. Okay. So, actually no, I'll explain it in Nightmare in Dreamland. There's gonna be a difference between this and Nightmare in Dreamland, but I'll explain it when we get to the Nightmare in Dreamland portion of that. Because I gotta hold my horses, I gotta explain the differences as I'm playing Nightmare in Dreamland, because I can't just say the differences now, because you have no point of reference. Ooh. Yeah, I really do like I really like the burning attack, but it's a scary attack. It's very man. That god dang frog made me lose my burning. Oh, why am I saying burning? Yeah, that's the difference I was talking about earlier. In this game, it's called Fireball, but in Nightmare in Dreamland, it's called Burning. That's pretty much the difference that I was alluding to earlier. But yeah, it's pretty cool how this game has 2 fire attacks. One where you just blow out fire, and the other where you just become the fire. Make it sound like a sensei. You must become the fire. But yeah, in Kirby Superstar, the 2 attacks are actually like combined into 1 attack. If I'm remembering that right, yeah, I'm pretty sure they were like the same attack. You can use the Fire Breath and turn into the Fireball in Kirby Superstar. If I'm remembering that right. It's been a while since I played Kirby Superstar. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's number 1. If you get to the very first one, you get a 1-up. Not that it matters, because I'm so good at this game, I'm not even gonna get a game over. Okay, this right here, this is called the Museum. Here is a colorful display of enemies with special abilities. Eat the one you want. And this is Sword. Do I want Sword? I do not want Sword, not right now. I'm gonna stick with Fire for now. Actually, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna quickly change out abilities because there's an ability in this stage that I really like, even more than Sword, even more than Fire. Yeah, big major difference is, Kirby, whenever you have an ability, you actually get the Kirby hat! And there were no Kirby hats in the NES version, that only came in Superstar. But I'm so glad they brought that back. They didn't bring that back in Kirby 64, which is a real shame. But yeah, this game has it has hats again. Kirby hats. Oh wait, I forgot to read the description. I can't lose with this sword! If they zig, I cut them! If they zag, I cut them too. Okay, Kirby. Little bloodlust pink monster devil you. It's kind of weird hearing Kirby talk in complete sentences. Like, I assume the description is from Kirby's point of view. But it's just, I can't imagine Kirby just speaking in full, complete sentences. I'm so used to him saying like little utterances and little one or two word sentences. Okay, this guy again. And as I already said in my Kirby's Adventure playthrough, this guy gives you, the name of this guy is Burning. Burning, baby. Burning Sanders. Flaming tackle time! Who's gonna stop me? Nobody's gonna stop you, little Kirby dude! Not this Bronto Burt! Not that little Sparky man! Nobody! Not this little fire— Oh, what?! Ironic. I had a fire ability and I got killed by another fire ability wielding monster. Life? Why must you be so hard? Aw, this little frog guy. I remember you from my Kirby's Adventure playthrough. You made me lose my power. But I won't fall for the same trick twice. Okay, move. No! I actually do want this power. I want my fireball. Not fireball, but... No! God damn it. Oh wait, there's another one. Serendipity? My name is the Channel of Flash. Okay. Please respawn. There we go. And it's kind of cool how you always get points. I mean, not that points really matter, but you get points for killing respawning enemies, so if you're ever crazy enough to, you know, grind to 999999999 points for whatever reason, then yeah, all the power to you, I guess. Wait, what? I thought I was gonna fight the Poppy Bros Jr. Is that in level 4? I thought that was in level... Oh! I'm so dumb. I forgot I already fought the Poppy Bros Jr. in the last level. Why was I thinking it was in this level I had to fight him? I immediately forgot I fought him. Anyways, museum. View copy abilities for free. I can't imagine there being any kind of currency in the Kirby universe. I mean, there probably is. I'm sure there is. Capitalism is, you know, exists all across the multiverse. Okay, kill the Spark. I'm gonna kill the Poppy Bros Jr. just because I can. Really no point, but, you know. Sometimes, you gotta give Kirby his bloodlust. This guy, he's a pushover. Fuck him. But no, do not fuck his power because he has Freeze! This is the ability that I really love more than Fire and Ice. I mean, Fire and Sword. And yes, Ice actually is an ability in this game, but we will cross that bridge when we come to it. Freeze! Kirby can create a shield to freeze enemies. He can then knock away the blocks. That's fantastic! So look, I can freeze and I can push the block away. What a great ability. This is kind of like the Spark ability, except... Ooh, he almost made me lose my power. I would have been very upset if that happened. Yeah, this is kind of like the Spark ability, except you know, instead of electrocuting enemies to death, you just kind of freeze them to death. Okay, take a good look at this enemy right here. You get a good look at him? Okay, just remember that for later. Remember that for the Nightmare in Dreamland section. But yeah, he does have an ability that I want to. If you will let me suck him, just let me suck you, man. Okay. Needle! Lots of needles, just like a porcupine's, come out of Kirby. It's a great defense. Yes, it is a great defense. Okay, so take note of this. Here's another difference I want to point out. I'm holding down a button, but he automatically retracts his spikes after a certain amount of time. Oh, also, take a look at Kirby's feet, or like, whenever I'm in the air, take a good look at underneath of Kirby. Okay, you get a good look? Okay, remember that for the Nightmare in Dreamland section. Just remember everything I said for the Nightmare in Dreamland section, and I'll explain everything later. But for now, we just want to avoid all these guys. You actually don't need to kill everybody. You can just kind of walk past them. You know, be a good little pacifist. Okay. Oh, who do we have over here? Hey, Mr. Masked Man. Thanks for throwing me the lollipop. The hyper lollipop. Oh, remember that for later, too. Remember the man who just threw that popsicle at popsicle. Why don't I know my sugary sweets? Whatever it's called, the lollipop. Okay, get out of here, man. Just let me in the door. Oh, I only got to 2 that time. Oh, look at my score, 69. Mine, I know. Nah, just forget about the last 3 numbers. Okay, this door right here. It's a boss. Oh, and this door right here, I'll explain that later. Am I missing anything? Okay, looks like I got in every door. Okay, I'm just trying to cover all my bases, don't you know? This right here is gonna be the boss door. I love this song. Okay, so this big guy. Oh yeah, all the enemies are a lot bigger in this game than in Kirby's Adventure. Which makes sense because, you know, I guess sprite limitations and all that stuff. But I do love this ability. Freeze! Oh, wait. Stop! Come no closer! I'll chill you to the bone! Ugh, Kirby, why are you so bloodlusty? He's just talking about murdering people left and right. Oh, do not let me lose my power, man. Stupid Waddle Doo. Oh, Waddle Doo your mom. Anyways, this enemy, remember when I was saying take a good look at this enemy? Yeah, this enemy is completely different. I mean, it's the same, like, ability he gives. He still gives you the needle, but it's a completely different enemy. I forgot the official name. I'll probably put that on screen too. But yeah, as I was saying, remember when I was talking about using Kirby's ability in the air? Yeah, he has spikes at the bottom of his feet now. He didn't have that in the NES version. And also. Look at this. I can hold it out indefinitely. Forever! It doesn't ever retract! So thank you, Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland, for giving me infinite needles. Even though I can't move, I have to stay in place when I use it, but still! Look, the enemies come to me. Look how they just fall off to me. Oh yeah, you can also go in the door if it's only like 1 block. But only if the bottom block of the door is broken. If the top block of the door is not broken, then you can't go inside the door. Oh look, candy! But hey! Whatever happened to that masked man who gave me the candy in the NES version? Where did he go? I don't know. But hey, I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. So yeah, that's another difference in this game. In the NES version, the masked man, the mysterious masked man, gives you the candy, but I don't know, in this game Kirby just finds it laying on the floor. Maybe the masked man, it fell out of the masked man's pocket, and he didn't even notice, and Kirby's just picking it up and like, oh, what's this doing here? Boss time! Ooh, gonna fall. And who do we have over here? It's Wispy Woods! You all know him, you all love him. He's the most iconic Kirby. I don't want to say the most iconic Kirby enemy. Maybe he's the most iconic Kirby set piece. I mean, if you play Super Smash Bros. If you never played Smash in your life, then this guy's probably just nothing to you. But this is something to me. Let's get the Star Rod piece. This is one of the Star Rod pieces that King DDD gave to all his friends, as said in the introduction. But anyways, that was the end of World 1, so I will see you all in Nightmare in Dreamland? Oh wait, I've already been seeing you in Nightmare in Dreamland, haven't I? Oh, this is hard and confusing. I'm doing this like live commentary, so I don't know where and when I'm gonna splice in all the Nightmare in Dreamland footage. No, I actually do. I have a really good idea of how I'm gonna do it. But just in case, I will see you all in Nightmare in Dreamland. Okay, bye. Wispy Woods, we meet again! Hey, look. This guy's such a pushover. What a piece of shit easy final boss. How do I keep saying final boss? First boss, not final. We're not at the final boss yet. Not until episode 7. You little Kirby dance. Wee-ha! So, that concludes this episode of Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland and Kirby's Adventure. So, thank you all for joining me in this episode. Come back in the next episode and we're gonna go on more adventures. I'm gonna point out more differences between the two games because this game is awesome. So, thank you all for watching. I'll see you later. Goodbye.